My name is Lila. I'm 24. I live in a shoebox apartment above a bakery in Vienna. Every morning, the smell of fresh Kaiserschmarrn wakes me before my alarm. I work as a junior copywriter at a small advertising agency near Stephansplatz. My days are full of slogans, mood boards, and endless revisions. My nights used to be quiet. Too quiet. Until I met Elias. I wasn't searching for love. Honestly, I was tired of it. My last relationship ended 18 months ago when my ex, Julian, decided he loved freedom more than me. He left for Berlin with a backpack and a vague promise to stay in touch. He didn't. I cried for a month, then decided relationships were optional. I focused on work, friends, late-night walks along the Danube Canal, and collecting vintage postcards I never send. One December evening, the agency had its Christmas party. Ugly sweaters, mulled wine, bad karaoke. I wore a ridiculous red jumper with a giant reindeer and planned to stay 1 hour. Then I saw him. Elias stood by the window holding a glass of glühwein. Dark hair slightly too long, glasses that slipped down his nose. He looked uncomfortable in the crowd, like he'd rather be anywhere else. Our eyes met across the room. He gave a small, shy smile. I smiled back without thinking. Later, he ended up next to me at the buffet. "You're the one who wrote the campaign for the new coffee brand, right?" he asked. I nodded, surprised he knew. I liked the tagline, "One sip closer to morning." Simple, honest. His voice was quiet, thoughtful. We talked for 20 minutes about nothing important, worst Christmas songs, favorite winter markets, how Viennese winters feel longer every year. When the party thinned out, he asked, "Would you like to walk to the tram together? It's on my way." We walked through light snow. Street lamps glowed orange. Our breath made little clouds. He didn't try to impress me. No grand gestures, just easy conversation. At the tram stop, he said, "This was nice. Can I see you again? Maybe without reindeer sweaters?" I laughed, gave him my number. My stomach did a small, surprised flip. Our first real date was 3 days later. He suggested the Christmas market at Rathausplatz. Not original, but sweet. We met under the giant tree. He brought 2 paper cups of hot chocolate with extra cream. We wandered between stalls. He bought me a tiny wooden snowflake ornament. "For your tree," he said. I didn't have a tree. I didn't tell him that. We kept meeting. Coffee after work, ice skating at Vienna Ice World. I fell 3 times. He caught me twice. Late dinners at tiny Beislen, where nobody speaks English. He told me he's a sound engineer, works on film scores and podcasts, loves old analog equipment, plays cello in his free time. I told him about my job, my fear of being just another copywriter, my dream of writing a novel someday. He listened like every word mattered. One night in January, we sat on a bench by the canal. Snow had stopped. Stars were sharp. He turned to me. "Lila, I need to tell you something." My heart sank. Here it comes, I thought. The part where he says he's not ready, or he's moving, or he's seeing someone else. Instead, he said, "I like you. A lot. More than I expected. But I've been hurt before. Badly. My last relationship ended because I wasn't exciting enough. I don't want to scare you away, but I also don't want to pretend I'm casual about this." I looked at him. Snowflakes caught in his eyelashes. "I'm scared too," I admitted. Someone left me because I wasn't enough either.
I've been guarding myself since then. He nodded slowly. Then maybe we can be scared together? I leaned in first, kissed him. Cold lips, warm breath. His hand found the back of my neck. Gentle, careful. When we pulled apart, he whispered, "Thank you for not running."
Spring came slowly. We spent weekends exploring. He took me to hidden courtyards with lilac bushes. I dragged him to secondhand bookshops. We cooked together in my tiny kitchen, burned the first attempt at Apfelstrudel, laughed until we cried. He met my best friend Clara. She approved. "He looks at you like you hung the moon," she said. I blushed, but she was right. One Saturday in May, we went to the Prater, rode the Ferris wheel at sunset. At the top, Vienna spread below us like a painting. He pulled something small from his pocket, a thin silver bracelet with a tiny silver key charm. "It's not a promise ring," he said quickly. "Just a reminder that doors can open again when you're ready." I slipped it on. It fit perfectly. That night we stayed at his place for the first time. No rush, no pressure, just quiet. His arms around me, his heartbeat steady against my back. I slept better than I had in years. Now it's almost a year since that Christmas party. We don't talk about forever yet. We talk about next weekend, next summer, a trip to Slovenia maybe. He still leaves voice notes when he's working late. "Thinking of you. Don't stay up too late editing." I still keep every postcard I buy. Now I write little messages on the back and give them to him. I'm 24. I used to think love had to be loud, dramatic, all-consuming. Turns out it can also be quiet, steady. A hand reaching for yours on a cold tram platform, a shared umbrella in sudden rain. Someone who stays even when you're not sparkling. Elias isn't perfect. He forgets to close cabinets. He sings off-key in the shower. But he shows up every day. And slowly, day by day, I'm learning to show up too. The bakery downstairs is baking again. The smell drifts up. I smile, pull the blanket higher. He's still asleep beside me, his arm over my waist. I think maybe this is what home feels like. Not a grand story, just ours.